Brad Williams, Excel primed. I like this one. This is a good one. All right. We're going to use text join, mid, and sequence and change this old to new. How are we going to do that? Let's go over here to the far right. Change old to new. You're going, well, can't I just use something like, I don't know, text to columns or, well, let me just explain here. You can use a formula based on the text function, mid, and sequence function to format a MAC address without delimiters. So a MAC address separated by a colon or hyphen. Here's the formula. Text join, mid, sequence. The formula returns formatted data as shown here. The media access control address is a unique identifier that is assigned to the majority of network adapters. Okay, just go with whatever that is. 2 prevalent IEEE 802 standard presents a MAC address as 6 groups of 2 hexadecimal digital separated by a colon. All right, if you were not a nerd, you are now if you just read that. Okay? To apply the same formatting to a 12-character text series, we're going to use this layout. The sequence function, and this is pretty much the power of this thing. The sequence function generates a list of 6 numbers for use as the start arguments in the mid sequence. 6, 1, 1, 2. Here we go. I cheated. I put this out. How do I identify or familiarize myself with this stuff? Well, as I said, you always want to strip this stuff down to its lowest common denominator. Why? Because you want to see the flow. Here's sequence. Sequence, what does it do? Allows you to generate a list of sequential numbers in any array. Remember that? Let's look here. We have sequence. We have 6 rows. That's what we want. Similar to an array. Well, this is an array, but we had a previous tutorial on the rand array. This is the same sort of layout. We have that spill feature. We have columns. We said we only want 1 column. Our start number. This is critical. We want to start at 1, and we want to skip every other number. That's what step means. If you're not comfortable with that, just play with the numbers here. You'll get it in a flash. That's the sequence. The next question is, well, what do you do with it? These values are passed on to the mid function. This is going to go over to the mid. See here, sequence is going mid, and the mid function is going to extract text from the middle of a cell. Mid is saying in B5, show me 1. It's going to go to 1. What's it going to do? It's going to say, give me 1. Here's the 1 and 2 characters right here. Mid, B5. You remember mid? Well, we had the left and the right, and now we have mid. We have the text, B5. The start number, it's going to be 1. F9. We have 1, 3, 5. Okay, we have an array. You know how this works? We're going to go down 1, and we're going to go 1 and 2 characters. Then we're going to go down to the third. In the second part of the array, the number will be 3. So we're going to go over here. We're going to go to the third number, starting at 2. And then we want the 5th. So we're going to go 1. And then we're going to go to the third number because it starts with 1. And we want 2 characters, 11, 11, 11, 11. Pretty nifty, yeah? Then what does text join do? Now, here's the critical thing here. You're looking at this thing going, okay, where's the delimiter in this thing? Well, it's kind of hidden. Right here. See that? That hyphen? That's C5. That's the delimiter. And then text join is going to put all this together. Right here, this is the text join part. And it's going to throw in that delimiter between each row. And your final outcome is right here. Just a really, really nice structure. Really nice. You can change this delimiter to anything you want. You can change if you want this to show more than the 2 numbers here, then mix it up here. You can change this to 4 or 1 or what have you. This is a great tool to experiment with text join and mid and sequence. Read this, Look at the mapping, look at the anatomy, tear this thing apart more than I did. This is just a quick overview. Brad Williams, XL Prime.